Hey there, Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. I want to thank you so much for stopping by to watch my video. I hope you hit that thumbs up button and connect our energy. Your likes, your shares, your comments help me to grow my channel, but mostly it helps me to connect to you when I do the reading. I feel the energy, and so it really helps. Okay, so this reading is for December 16th through January 19th. I'm going to do a real quick overview of the week ahead that ends on the 22nd of December, and then we are going to get into the month of Capricorn and see what's going on for you. There is a lot of energy coming up in 2020 that is Capricornian, and so I really feel like this is going to kind of set everybody up for what's going on kind of this year ahead. And so for you, Capricorn falls into your third house of communication, of short distance travel, siblings. And so a lot of the emphasis this year for you will be on that, because we've got that Pluto, Saturn that are going to be in perfection of conjunction on January 12th, but that energy is already playing out, and it's going to be playing out a lot over the course of the next year. We've got Jupiter sitting there in Capricorn. We've got, oh my gosh, who isn't in Capricorn? Everybody seems to be. The North Node is in Capricorn, and the Sun is going to be in Capricorn right now, and so there's just a lot of energy there, and so strap up and get ready, right? So always check out your sun, your moon, and your rising, because while this is going to have a lot to do with your communication, your sun sign, that's the heart of you. That is the core of you. It's your value system, right? It's how you view the world. But your rising sign could be in a different sign, and that's going to be your personality and how you interact with the world. And actually, that has a lot to do with how these energies are going to play out for you. And then your moon sign is how you're going to react, respond, and feel to the situation of the planets and people around you. So it's always good to check out all three for a more complete sign. And also you might pick up different messages from different aspects. So it's a good idea. All right, so let's talk a little bit about what's going on this. Oh, I almost forgot again. I'm really sorry about that. I am doing 2020 preview videos, and they will be available to the general. As soon as I get yours done, I will upload it. And I'm not waiting to do them all up together. I'm starting this week on those. So be sure to hit the notification bell if you're a subscriber. That way you can be notified when I upload the Scorpio video or any of the other ones that are pertinent to your life. And I am offering a personalized version of that, and any of the other personalized ones that I do that are pre-recorded for $29.99. They're going to be all available for individual purchase through December 31st. If you order it, you can get it either as a gift certificate for yourself, or you can get it to give to someone, or you can order it for right now. It's really up to you, but it's going to be $20.20, and so that deal is just through the end of the year. So if you would like to do that and you think you'd like a reading but you don't want one right now, you want one later in the year, that's fine too. I've had some people that have done that and ordered the gift certificate for themselves to have later, so you are welcome to do so as well. Wow, that's nice energy. Okay, I'm going to do the 9-card spread. No? Okay. I'm going to do the 9-card spread for the Capricorn month, but just to take a quick look at what's going on, we walk into this week on Monday with the moon is in Leo. And in Leo, and at this time of the year too, I think it's just the general overall energy is wrapping things up, getting things done, figuring out what it is that you need to do. And then that moon is going to move Tuesday and Wednesday into Virgo. And so Virgo, that's your 10th house. No, Leo is your 10th house. So wrapping up projects at work. And then when it moves into Virgo, that is your groups and your group activities and your family and friends. Well, group and group activities more. Also where you're setting your goals and what it is you want to accomplish. And that's about paying attention to the details. You're going to want to take a look at the situation and say, okay, so what have I learned so far? Where am I resilient at? What can I cut out so that I can experience new growth? What did I learn? How can I apply it? So really paying attention to the details and what it is that you feel responsible for in your life. And so, oh man, it goes this way. Oh, nice. Oh, you got some nice cards, I just have to say. This looks good. Scorpio, you had a really, really rough 2019, but I think 2020, you're going to be like, holy cow, my life has really changed. That's what it's going to feel like, I think. So, on Thursday and Friday, the moon is in Libra. And Libra, your reputation is going to be on display. It's going to be for everybody. It's really just lights shining on of that balance in relationships and so where you put the effort in, you should see the reward for. So end of the year bonuses, absolutely a good opportunity for those kinds of things. Also, any relationships where you've spent extra time and effort, any hopes, goals, or dreams you've chased down that you've put the work into, you should start to see things happening. I don't understand it's really kind of stuck. I feel like there's another one. Oh, no, really? Ooh. Okay. You guys got a lot going on in the heart space. And, wow, that's so much. So, yes, so finding that balance. Ooh, okay. Wow, that feels strong. All right, and then on Saturday and Sunday, the moon moves into Scorpio, into your sign. And Scorpio energy, once again, asking everybody to explore really deep. And you still have Mars in your sign of Scorpio. And so exploring really deep what it is that you need to, how do you feel about things? Really feel about things. And I think with all this energy in Capricorn, I think this is going to be a year where if you have done the work this year and you've figured out what you think about things and how you feel about things, I think you start telling people next year, no, that doesn't work for me. This is what I want. This is what I want to create. And I really think you see your life change because what you used to tamp down inside of you and keep to yourself and not really share because you didn't want to expose yourself like that, I think that you're going to be a little more open to being vulnerable and expressing how you feel to the people that are closest to you. Maybe not to the general world at large, but like to your family members, to your close friends, you know, those closer communication ties. I think you're going to notice. And maybe at work through email, because third house, you might find that you have to express like how you feel about certain things that are going on at work a little bit more, being a little more vocalized. So I think you're going to find some of that happening. And then on Saturday, we also have the longest day of the year. It's the winter solstice. So the longest day of the year, if you are in the southern hemisphere, right here in the northern hemisphere, we have the shortest day of the year. We have the longest night of the year, but then things go on, finally start on the upswing for us. So that's good news. I'm excited about that. And the sun is also moving into Capricorn on Saturday. So lots of things going on. This is a very big week because we're coming off that energy from that full moon in Gemini. And I don't know if you saw, but it looks so huge in the sky. That energy of clearing out the last of stuff. That happening on that 12/12 gateway was like, okay, what really don't I need? And I'm willing to let it go because I'm stepping through the doorway. I'm stepping into the next part of my life because the next moon that we have is a new moon lunar eclipse, solar eclipse, in Capricorn. And that's on the day after Christmas. That's the 26th of December. And that's planting the seeds of intention for this year coming up that is so ruled by Capricorn and all the planets that are going on in there, because we also have Jupiter in there. So expansion and contraction, figuring out what works, what doesn't work, deep transformation for Pluto in there, and Saturn setting the boundaries. And so this year is going to be a lot of this to get to where it is you want to go. That's just for the world in general. So you in particular, world in general. It's going on like that. So this week, also for overall energy, what do you have? Okay, so you have made a big decision. You're in the process of answering the call, of it feels like the soul's calling of, this is what works for me and this doesn't. I'm walking out of this. It's that stepping through the gateway. It's that energy that you picked up from that eclipse, not that eclipse with that full moon was kind of like, okay, that's where we're headed. And then there's this needing to speak your mind, right? Speak your mind, stand take the high ground. It's the Seven of Wands. This is not necessarily an opinion that is going to be popular with the vast majority of the people that you're involved with, but it's your truth. And it's standing up for your truth and going through doing what you need to do this week, that judgment that you make, that helps bring the balance back into your life, that Six of Pentacles energy of that give and take that may have been missing for a while here. This is your opportunity to make that decision that brings that around. And you have the Scarab Beetle spirit. Ooh. Okay, and the Bat spirit, which doesn't surprise me, you're Scorpio. The Bat spirit is that death and rebirth. But the Scarab Beetle, that's magic. That's magic. This is magic works through you. Your decision. Right now the energy is so potent, whatever you think about, you're going to bring about. So focusing on what you want and not on what you don't want is how you're going to create the magic in your life. This is a big moment. This death, rebirth, you guys, you've earned it. You earned it. You've had a heck of a year. There's been so much going on. And so that part of that reputation that's going to come into play this year about where you put the energy in and what's going to show up for you. If you've been doing the hard work, you're really going to notice it. You really are. And so your overall energy for Capricorn. So remember that is December 21st. Oh, wow. These are amazing. So December 21st through January 19th, you have the Sun. You have the Luminous Warrior. The Luminous Warrior is your ability between the Sun and I'm not going to read all of these because there's so many. Because we have some others you got a lot of cards. The Sun is drawing that energy into you. Step out there and draw the energy in, the self-confidence, the ability to project out in the world and attracting what you want. And the Luminous Warrior says you are working for the highest and the best good of all. And so is that Seven of Wands energy. So that is taking the high ground. That is what is best for everybody, the best. Working from that energy of doing good. Even not sacrificing yourself, not saying, oh, I want to keep everybody happy. It's that balance of give and take. So situations that need to be transformed, trust that what you decide to do, if you're following your heart, is also, it was the lessons that you were supposed to teach each other, and it's a situation you're moving away from. Whether it's within the family, whether it's within work situation, community situation, just understand that what decision process, as long as what you're trying to do is what is really best for everybody and you are part of everybody, what is for the best and the highest good of all, you're going to attract in what you need to because you have the medicine wheel. And the medicine wheel is about the cyclical nature of things. And when something ends, and then you have to move on to the next cycle. And now is the time to do that. And then the one I am going to read for you, though, you have the rainbow. You have the rainbow. And when I see the rainbow, I think, you can't get a rainbow if there hasn't been a storm, right? And this year has been kind of this big electrical storm in your life anyway. I know that. It's been crazy. It's a 41, and 4 plus 1 is 5. And in numerology, that's change. That's change. And so you have big changes coming up. You have big changes coming up. Of course you do. Death and rebirth, right? So the rainbow says it symbolizes the 7 steps of true spiritual path, which manifests in the colors of the 7 chakras. In the Himalayas, the rainbow body is seen as full realization of our essence. The rainbow also represents the bridge between the physical and the spiritual worlds. At the end of our lives, we can journey across the rainbow bridge to the highest heavenly realms. When the rainbow appears, it is affirmation that all is well and that you are in the right relationship with spirit, which is also what I see with that luminous warrior and with the sun. Those are amazing things in that medicine wheel also. So yes, you're on the right track. You guys are being, I don't want to say rewarded for the work. You're being recognized for all the work that you put in. When the rainbow appears, it is an affirmation that all is well and you're in the right relationship with Spirit. It tells you that the end of the storm is near. Perseverance, and remember that it's darkest before the dawn. Do not give up hope. Things are about to take a positive turn. Listen to the morning rooster that announces the coming of the dawn while the night is still darkest. But do not claim victory yet or let your guard down fully, right? Don't let your guard down yet. Stand in your truth. Stand up for what you believe in. You can do this. You're absolutely on the right track. Okay, so this card right here represents the overall energy. It's just a little dark. I don't know why. Oh, because this. There we go. That might help. All right. So you have the initiation of Saint Germain. This means that Spirit is there, leading you, guiding you, helping you, giving you the information you need. So make sure you keep up with the spiritual practices. If you have not been meditating, now is a good time to start. But it looks like you're in really good contact with Spirit after the year you've had. That's a good thing. I think a lot of what happened this year was designed to help you get in touch with your spirituality, like really focus in and figure out where you're at and where you're going. And so trust your instincts, and I think you're really answering the call now. And so Saint Germain says, yes, we're here for you. We've got you. We're sending you more information, more guidance, more help. That's part of this whole thing. Oh, wow. There you are. The Scorpio, in the center of the reading is the key to the situation. And the key to the situation, this is water energy. And Scorpio being a water sign, there you are. But this is the giving of energy, of emotional energy. So being passionate about offering your heart to a situation. It could be work. It could be to your children. It could be to your spouse. It could be to someone you're dating. Like finally offering your heart to a situation where you've probably been very guarded. When the King of Roses shows up as the key to the situation and it says it's the darkest before the dawn, I think you might not quite be there. That's how you get there, is by being open, by communicating, by stepping in and speaking up what it is that in your heart of hearts you really believe and what really matters to you. So speaking your heart to somebody, to some situation. If it's a job, I mean, it could be that the job's just not working and you want a different one. It's not what you want. This feels very, feels bigger than a job. It feels like something that's very foundational to your life. In the recent past, you were trying to figure out, how do I grow stability in my life? When we have the Queen of Pentacles, and she was in the reverse, and that's what makes you think that you were trying to figure it out. Plus, it was in the Book of Secrets, and it feels like you were trying to get more knowledge, more information about how do I build financial security in my life. So if you've never seen my 9 card spread before, this is past, present, future, thoughts, feelings, actions, and then we have some cards here to give you more information on it. So here you go. This is how you bring about the transformation. Listening to your higher self. We have the Oracle of Delphi. So staying in contact with Spirit or getting in contact with Spirit, depending on where you are, but having regular communication, listening to what does your heart say? What does your heart say? Because that is Spirit talking to you, right? So what feels right? Answering the call of your heart. What feels like what you want? What brings the joy? What gets you excited? Not doing something because you feel obligated or, stuck, but chasing down the dreams, going for what it is in your heart that you really want, and soon. Because we have the spring here, where the abundance starts flowing in. So that's not that far away. Some of the signs, for some reason, time keeps showing up a lot here. So Spirit's been really letting people in on what's going on. So for Scorpio, you will start to feel the flow of abundance in the heart space come spring. So, that to me, when we have the darkest before the dawn and then we have this, I think there's a few more details that need to be wrapped up. in order to answer the call, to move yourself into a more balanced life of give and take in the heart space. In the recent past, you've had a lot of doubts about how to construct this. So this is 2 cards that have said that. That's been really hard on your heart. Now, the architect was in the reverse, and he was pointing to the past. And so there was something in the past that you were like, that it feels like it was very much attaching you, and you're like, I don't know if this is how I can build things to move forward. Or it could be returning to a past situation. I'm not sure. When it points to the past, there's something in the past that's key. Something that either needs to be released, or it's a building block that wasn't fully built on. Wow. Okay, so we have the muse in the arena of the mountain, the obstacle, the action. And so I want to stress again, if you do not have a spiritual practice, and honestly, if it is too hard to meditate, and for many it is, at least when you get started, right? And so there's guided meditations on YouTube, and plenty of other places too. There's lots of apps for guided meditations. You could try doing that. You could try just sitting and imagining that you are fully rooted into the ground and just breathe in through the nose, filling up your belly, filling up your body, and then blow out through the mouth. And I want to make it loud too, like, why? Because it's a communication, and that clears the throat chakra, and it helps open that up and makes it easier for you to communicate. And so this year, really being willing to sing to help open your throat chakra. Blues, the color blue will help you to open up your throat chakra. Just kind of focusing energy in that direction. It feels like something really important, because now that you've discovered your truth, or you're discovering your truth, being able to speak it is going to become important this year. But the muse is like having blocked communication with your higher self, either because of obligations from the past, things you've built in the past that you're not sure, should you walk away from the situation, whether it's been with a company that you helped to create and build, or someplace you've worked for a long time, or a family situation that's very involved and detailed. There's something in the past that's been holding you back or creating anxiety. And so it's maybe blocked. So that's one thing. Another thing is journaling. When you journal, I was thinking today about this, and I don't know how I'm going to handle it. Maybe I could try this. And as you start jotting down your ideas and your thoughts, then your higher self has an ability, a tool, a way to communicate with you. And you might be surprised what you write. You'll be like, wow, I didn't know I was thinking that. That's a great idea. Another place really for a water sign to gather inspiration is just relaxing in a saltwater bath or under the shower. Just, allow yourself to just go in there and allow your thoughts to have free reign and see what comes to you. Lots of information can come. Okay, here we go. In the action, you have Gabriel, who rules the throat chakra. So asking Archangel Gabriel to help you open your throat chakra, to speak your truth. I think this is going to be what comes next this year. Like, I think you've spent the past year figuring out what your truth is, and now it's time to let other people know what your truth is. I don't know why I jumped down there. In the heart space. Okay, so in the heart space, we have the Queen of Scrolls. And so, yes, opening up your heart through journaling is being highly recommended. When she shows up here, that's what she's about, scrolling. She's about writing it down. So you have 2 cards here. The transformation happens through writing it down, and in the heart space, your spirit's able to speak to you through your journaling. And so journaling is a great way to communicate with yourself first, to get your thoughts, straightened out, to allow your higher self to speak to you so you can communicate, so that you can offer your information to the world. And look at this. You have the 6 of Keys. The 6 of Keys is creating, it is creating what it is that this is. Look, he's carving or chiseling out a statue. What you focus on is what you're going to create. The effort you put into things is what you're going to create. You're laying the groundwork right now for that. what you focus on. So speaking kindly about yourself, speaking in positive ways about what it is you're trying to create, positive affirmations. I'm always in the right place at the right time. I meet the right people. My heart is overflowing with love for myself and for others. Wow, that one I've never heard before. Spirit just said that one. My heart is overflowing with love for myself and for others. So let's just see. I just want to. A man works diligently sculpting a bust in the workroom. Behind him, a large window that overlooks the rolling hills of a harbor city. The moon and the sky points left, growing to full. It's called the increscent moon. The waxing moon on the card shows an exacting time of increase, abundance, and growth. An exciting time of increase, abundance, and growth. And this is here in where you create the stability. So your efforts have combined with external circumstances, and even the stars have aligned. If things have been financially tight for you recently, relax. There's great opportunity for increase and fulfillment. Wow, nice. So this fulfillment is in every way, financially, creatively, and even in your reputation and prestige. Just do your work and get ready to receive. And so, wow, nice. The wheel is definitely turning in your favor. It's beautiful. And in the area of the thoughts, you have the sun. Enjoy success and happiness. Focus on what you want. Focus on the good stuff. Your focus is where you're going to create. So focusing on happiness, focusing on joy. And this right here is crazy because I can't believe how many cards came out. Okay, here we go. Be willing to express love. This is this. I don't even know if we have choose love. Love endures. It does not give up. It does not lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. This spiritual connection, this relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. So that's like soulmate energy. The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus from the problems back to love. Miracles and blessings. Everything has a gift. So even relationships that don't work out, the gift is maybe that allowed time for the future partner to get to the point and for you to learn lessons. You've both been out there learning lessons. Then now you can come together. So nothing's a waste of time. It's all an opportunity to learn. You have like attracts like. If you are longing for more love in your life, you need to be more loving. Again, this being willing to speak the words of love. I think this is, and then focus on love. Look for good attributes in each and every person in your life. So I feel like this whole year coming up for you has a lot to do, but definitely, and the reason I say that because again, even though this is for Capricorn season, Capricorn is going to overlay your whole year. Your whole year. Especially if you are a Scorpio rising, because this is definitely your third house. Okay? So when I say it's your third house, it's based on your rising sign. So, you know, knowing your sun, your moon, and your rising is very helpful. And I do have in the description box, there is a link to a calculator. So if you know where you were born and about what time you were born, then exact time's best. But even if you only know some of it, you can kind of get a good idea. So sun, moon, and rising. But when I do these readings, I do them for sun, moon, and rising. I made that deal with Spirit because I hesitated over that. And so Scorpio sun, this is also you. Scorpio moon, that's your emotions, definitely you. Being willing to speak up and tell the people in your life that you care about them. Being willing to answer to your heart and say, hey, no, this is where my heart is. Whether it's in a project or a relationship. But being willing to express appreciation and care for the people in your life that you really care about. You have this 5 of Wands energy in the action part. And it's opportunity, goals arising from differing opinions, feeling at odds with yourself or others and overly ambitious people. And so speaking up what really matters to you is going to be important. And we have the Five of Summer, which is like Five of Cups. This is that regret. And so I feel like part of it is that you've had to walk away from, or you are in the process of walking away from some sort of a relationship, whether it is work or personal, that you learned something. It wasn't a waste of time. You learned something. You're going somewhere with it. And then you have two beautiful cards. These are like pages. You have the Princess of Summer. That's the Page of Cups. A new relationship or emotional experience, invitations to social events, and a compassionate friend you can turn to. And the Princess of Wands, optimistic, enthusiastic, creative, energetic. It is time to go after your dreams. Do something that expands your horizons. Let your creativity take flight. You are being invited into your future. You are being invited to leave behind whatever that situation was that was not making your heart sing to move forward. And again, so that's Gabriel blowing that trumpet, okay? And then that's opening up, like, and speaking out words of love, because I don't know if you could see, but that's flowers coming out of that trumpet. And Gabriel showed up special for you right here in the action. And so if you're wondering who to ask for help and guidance, St. Gabriel and St. Germain are definitely showing up for you. And so St. Germain is St. Germain is a 14, which means it's a 5. It's about change also. You had a lot of that energy show up here. That 5 energy, right? We had the 5 of Cups. We had the 5 of Wands. We had another 5 I saw. I forget where I saw it. Maybe that was not you. Not you. Oh, the rainbow. 5. Yeah, so lots of change. Lots of opportunity for change and growth and to move forward in the way that you would like. This card represents your initiation. It is much more than a change or even a transformation. It is nothing less than your movement into a higher revelation of power, insight, and achievement. And the time is now. So answering the call of your soul, the time is now. I don't know. We're going to take some cards here, but I don't feel like Spirit can make it any plainer or clearer, but, you know. But then again, they sent me 3, so I guess so. Sometimes it's wonderful to give, but there are times when you might find yourself overgiving. That is that 6 of Pentacles, keeping that in balance, right? Now might be a good time to check in and see where you might be willing to where you might be cutting off the flow of abundance. Let others give to you, even if you are more comfortable being the generous and being the giver, the healer, the receiver. In the art of living, we sometimes overlook the important skill, receiving gracefully with gratitude without diminishing oneself or trying to deny vulnerability or bringing an agenda of equality to it. Receiving is hard for some people. Maybe you do not need this for that in your exchange with others. If you're doing good in the world, let the world give back and support you. Then you can give up the old stories that have you convinced that you have to do everything alone with no help. Let your well-being be fulfilled. And so, yes, speaking words of love and care to other people, but also being allowed to receive them, being open to that. Human beings spend a huge percentage of life asleep. Not just in bed, but the kind where you forget you are spiritual and mortal, taking on a temporary human form. It is not your fault. Everyone suffers from spiritual amnesia once in a while, and as you develop an identity or an ego, you begin to see through the eyes of the small self and have less connection to your soul self. And you may not recognize that this is going on, but you sure can feel it. We are here to remind you to look through your soul's eye and see the magic is everywhere. Infinite potential lies within Spirit, who is teaming up with you to fulfill the contract you made to contribute to the evolution of the whole world. Wake up. This is a wake-up call. Wake up to what your soul is telling you. Wake up and remember that all the help you need is orchestrated in the invisible realms, and your mind is in alignment with the divine intelligence, is unstoppable, and the world is yours to create. You are so loved, and we are all behind you. Journaling. Journaling to get in connection with your higher self to help get the information to you. Feels really important on this reading. And then it says, going the extra mile to achieve your dreams and putting in some overtime will reap big rewards. Now is the time. Now is the time. They keep saying that, right? Now is the time to act, to stir up some energy and put those plans into action. There are many windows of opportunity that open but close quickly. When you don't take the risk, go for it. Today, be confident that your hard work will pay off and that you will feel satisfied and fulfilled on reaching your desired outcomes. It may take some time. It may take some time. Wait. Those words aren't there, so I don't know where they came from. It might turn out even better than expected. Isn't that amazing? Remember, however much work you're willing to put in, we will match it tenfold on our end. Everyone over here is rooting for you to win the game of life, so just do it, loving you so much. And there it is. That's the outcome. So Spirit's got you, but you have to take the action. You need to answer the call of your soul. You need to listen to what makes your heart happy. And then be as kind and gentle to people on your way out the door, but go. But go. Leave behind what isn't working and move towards your destiny. Looks really, really good. Looks really, really good. Congratulations, Scorpio. Ooh, okay, so my left hand just started itching. So be open to receiving love. And the key is being willing to speak. Speak and be willing to receive in return. Okay? Don't overgive, but don't be a taker. It's the balance. All right? Good luck with all that. I will talk to you soon. Be sure to hit the notification button, so it's a bell, so that you'll know when I upload your video, which will be one of the first ones. In fact, I think it's slated for the second one I'm doing. So, all right? I will talk to you soon. You take care.